God bless everybody. I'm going to be making some comprehensive videos, and I want you guys to take a look. I'm going to do some training videos on essentially how to be a union rep. See, why does this traffic matter to a union rep or to a member? If you're involved in transportation and the movement of buses and people, this traffic does have an impact, and oftentimes our scheduling is reflective on traffic and traffic patterns and how fast we can move from one bus stop to another. And we do recognize that it's not a realistic goal, and a union rep should know some of these things. So this is Map Store Division 1, the Manhattan Division. This is my office. This is where the office is a little messy. I have an office in Michael J. Quill Depot. This is what the desk looks like. There's always work going on. And computer. We got two computers, in fact. Got the Transit Authority's computer, and we have the union computer. And it's our printer. But anyway, this is where the work goes on at. Most of the time, the Manhattan Division Chairman is in this location or any location in the Manhattan Division doing work. The next thing a member should know is New York City Transit's rule book. Now, this is a short version of the rules. This is Department of Buses rule book only. So if you're a representative or a member of the Department of Buses, then this is the book that you want to look at. The next thing, and one of the main important things for you members and a representative to know, is the contract between the Transport Workers Union Local 100 and the MTA, New York City Transit. Now you can see how thick this contract actually is, right? It's a lot of information to go through. And a lot of these informations have a lot of different interpretations. So when you open up your contract, you're going to have to get very familiar with what the interpretations are, because a lot of them is a lot of the information in the contract is vague, and you have to see maybe that there are arbitrated decisions on certain subjects. Next step in our contract voyage is for you members to understand that we have a website called the twlocal100.org website. This website has a lot of information on it. But for this purpose, we're gonna go into contract. So as you see, this is your website, twlocal100.org. Now we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page, right? And as we scroll down to the bottom of the page, you're going to see at the very bottom where it says contracts, all right? Click on that. And it opens up another window, and it has the contracts for the TA, OA, and MTA bus. And you can open up anything you want here. All right, so we're sitting here in the Michael J. Quill swing room. And right away, part of being a rep or a people person is to talk to the people that you represent. And the members just approached me about a quiet room. And me as their representative has to try and succeed in getting what the members want, and which is a quiet room. After much talk with the members, we go around and we talk to different members of different locations. We'll maybe come to that point. But anyway, it's part of being a rep is to be with your members, talk to your members. So as a union representative, you have to be aware of some things, and one of those things particularly is workers' compensation. Now, workers' compensation, what I do particularly for the Department of Buses as a divisional chair, I go to the Regional Bus Information Center, and then I'll scroll into safety, right? Now scroll into safety, and when you scroll up to safety, you can find like New York City Transit assaults. But for this purpose, we're going to go into We're going to go into New York City Transit Bus ILD guidelines and forms. We're going to click on that, and we're going to go into the DOB forms. Okay, so now what comes up is the whole injury. You got these lines to click on: the injury on duty package, the DOB on the job injury form, injury on duty medical form, the employee's claim for compensation, the doctor initial report C4, the waiver in election, assault verification form, and essentially what the responsibility of management is towards the employer, towards the employee. On continuing on with workers' compensation, this is a good book to get. It's called Navigating the Workers' Compensation Maze, and it's featuring the 5 deadly sins you absolutely must avoid. And it includes the 10 biggest myths in workers' compensation claims, dirty tricks from insurance companies, the disability guys, important tips in finding a qualified workers' compensation attorney, and why workers' compensation is not a lawsuit, and why you must disclose past accidents and injuries to your lawyer, the real story behind attorney fees, and more. This is a good book to have if you're a rep, and a member for that matter, so you know. Just knowing is half the battle. Before the commencement, and we're talking about picks now in the Department of Buses. Before the commencement of any pick, we get 20 days to view any prints that may come out. So generally, I'm going to just show you Michael J. Quill's depot, and this is this is the Good Friday schedules. But we normally we get to look at the prints. We get to see how a particular run operates. We got to make sure that everything is safe and secure for our bus operators. So we have to know these prints, and we have to know each and every single depot print. And this way we can make sure that the riding public gets what they deserve, and make sure the operator's not in the seat over a certain amount of time. Thanks for watching part 1 on how to be a good member / union rep. There's a lot more informational videos that will follow this to educate our members in how to do a good job in being a fight back union.